Sea moss is one of the most talked about superfoods in the world. But most people don't see where it actually comes from. Out here on the east coast of Saint Lucia, in a place called Bleaching, entire families depend on sea moss every single day. For them, it's more than just a crop. It's their livelihood, the heartbeat of their community. And today, we're going to see how it all happens, how this small village turns sea moss into a product the world loves. Okay guys, so welcome back to the channel. I am here on the sea moss farm in Bleaching. I am going to be speaking with the farmer today to show you guys exactly how they cultivate sea moss here in Saint Lucia. Alright, so let me just show you guys around a bit. So this is the sea moss farm. This one here was just harvested. Okay, so what do you call what you're doing right now?
Right now, that's preparing the ropes with the twine for planting.
Okay.
So I measure everything has to be the same length.
Okay, so that's what's the distance between
Arms.
Okay.
So right now I'm passing the twine
Yes.
through the rope. Okay? You see, the ends of the ropes have to be tied. Have to be tied. It's protecting our ropes so it will not slide. Tied once,
Okay.
twice.
And what type of rope is that?
Tell you the truth, all I know we call it ropes. I must find out the name. What you say that makes sense. So you can Google it as well to find out the name and you put it in the...
And what length the blue rope must be? About what length you
No,
would say?
half an arms.
Okay.
So right now, I'm going to plant that piece of sea moss on the twine. So that's the planting phase. The slip knot. See it? That is the slip knot. This. Take my finger. See? Wrap it. It is well twisting. Push it, my finger. And it doesn't matter what size you plant the sea moss, you end up with the same results.
Okay.
It will grow. To be gentle because sea moss is very sensitive. And then you push back to it. That's how we plant. That's what you call the planting phase.
That's the
multi. That's those that will become multi. We hang them. So when they are edge dry, they're going to be of different colors.
Okay.
So what I'm just doing there now, a smaller piece. I just decided to do that a while ago. I'm still doing it in the end, so I'll have two. It's like a double rope, but I do it in a different way. But I will show you in my farm. You'll see what the double ropes are like. You see? And that's it. When it's long, you see what I did? So I still have the two plants on one rope. No?
So you say some people, they usually would be doing all of that in the water?
No, you have to do that on land.
Okay.
But you have to realize when you take that to the sea,
Yeah.
you have to clean your ropes, and there are times because of the surges, you might have to take it out of the water, and you have to redo it. Because sometimes when they see, probably after a year or 6 months, when they start swinging, because don't mind these things, so they will burst. Sometimes because of the weight of the sea moss.
Yeah.
I watching down there.
About how long is the yellow rope? How long? What's the length?
It depends on the size of your farm.
Okay.
Because I go according to the arm's length. This farm I'm doing there is 11. I have the one down there, some is 10, some is 8, and some is 7. It depends on the size of your farm.
Okay.
Okay? So if I buy a roll of rope, sometimes I get only 10 ropes from a roll of rope.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's according to the size. So if I'm doing the 7 arms, I might get a lot more. Maybe 15.
Yeah, I get you. Okay. Because the ropes are shorter then.
Yes.
I thought it was a case where they had like a standard length that
No.
you must have the rope. You can have it at any length.
Some people have ropes 100. You were saying you have how much feet? 100 feet?
Maybe.
Yeah. More than 100. But the way I plant stick to stick. Some people they don't plant stick to stick. They put the sticks, and they take what kind of rope they calling it? The cement rope, and they pass it around it, and they plant on the ropes, cement ropes.
Okay.
But it doesn't work for me down there because of the depths and the. You had a calamity there?
We didn't
You guys stay all there. Because we web.
I ain't there rolling there.
By the time you go there, it will be cool, more cool.
You wave?
Yeah, because down it going that side, going down. Let's see that getting clearer and less. You see the sun more? Till 4 o'clock. That's plants. No matter the size you plant, you can plant the seamos like that. It grows. Size don't matter. It grows.
Okay.
And you know the name of the seamos we have in Saint Lucia? We have to put some more sticks. So when you go there, you're going to see what the calamity is. What
Yes, I'm going
what
to
the
see exactly
consequences of what we have to deal with. And how those ropes just get tangled. And how much ropes I have under the water I cannot even take out as yet.
Mama.
Yes. See what happens? You have to bring all these.
Yeah, that's how bad it gets when
Yes. So that we bring it on shore to dry, then we have to scratch it, clean it up, or to pay somebody to scratch it.
Yeah.
So I can bring it back to the water. I can reuse the same ropes to replant. When I'm going to bring these in the water, I think you should dress as well, and you'll go and experience it in the lower, shallower place, and then we'll go into the depths.
Okay.
So you get to experience everything.
Yeah, that's the plan today, for sure. So how many people from Pranley would you say that's benefiting from CMOS?
You're benefiting as in
Yeah,
funds?
like their livelihoods is dependent on CMOS.
That I can only make an assumption, maybe 50 or more, between that range.
Okay.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, but you would say people of Pranley are heavily into CMOS farming?
Yes.
Okay.
Because when I came into it, that's a system that have been there for decades from the older generation. It's just that what I realized, the process of the plant before it used to come from the reef.
Yeah.
So now it's a different process.
Yes, yeah.
We were educated and taught we could do that way.
So some farmers use that to float instead of...
Don't use the bottles because they say they were going away from the bottles.
Yeah.
Let's do something with them. I see that's the same rope I had in my farm. This is rope we came from my farm. I see what does happen with the twine after time. See what happens? Now some of them you can just hold them and loose them. They dry out. So we have to replace them. Cut, sit there, cut all that. Burn it. All these things is things for replacements. So preferably I take it, I use it for me to hang the CMOS. So I don't have to kill myself doing all that.
Yeah.
Very worth it. Sometimes I don't even worth it. Tell you the truth. Remember last time, look what the CMOS looks like after it dries.
That's the...
Remember the green
the green one?
No, but that one is blue because I left it there for a while. So that will go in the multicolored. So that was a light green, a lime green. So that's the kind of results you will get.
Wow. So, I mean, you would never think that was a green CMOS. So it's purple now, eh?
So it's blue.
That's blue.
Yes, that's blue.
I see that looking,
kind of
that
blue,
looking
purple.
purple. Guys, what y'all
Man,
think?
you don't know what that's purple? I will show you what's purple CMOS. That is not purple. Guys, what do you think? Well, Miss P is letting you know this is blue. You have different shades of blue.
Okay.
That's a shade of blue.
Wow.
When the CMOS stays there, and you know what happens? I can change the color. If you leave it, say for example, as I'm looking for these multicolors, right?
Yeah.
When I come here, I'm taking these out on Monday because I want them to be lighter. Now you see that will be, that's what will make the purple. That's what will make them. Now I put them further because for one reason I'm not coming back tomorrow for them. So if I put them there, they will air dry faster. So I want it to do the color I want it to do. Now these things can become any color. You can take on any shade. Some of them you might even see them a little orange. So you see? That's
No, but these are bigger. These are.
That ain't big CMOS yet. That's it. That's just a little piece of CMOS.
What?
They have CMOS. The bundles are so big it's full in one sack.
Mama.
Mal mama. Yes. That's how the CMOS is. When the CMOS goes with full potential, it's big.
Okay.
And according to the season, like I talk to the place wet, the place cold. So I'm tying it the same, I'm tying the CMOS. Split now.
Okay.
So we look at that in half because the farm there is not so deep. The wind time is very deep. When the tide is up. Right now we're going there at low tide. These things, that's the thing that gives me speed bad ways. I'm already told little cat. But that's life. I didn't more than here. Give me that one. There's 2 bottles I put in my milk. I just showing him how we do it. Because my plan is to put those. We have some blue ones home, but I'm still contemplating. These big ones, I'm putting them in the farm down there. The bigger bottles.
Yeah.
There's just one on the line. Each line. And I have another farm there. So there you must come price up that is why we're making the jackest pupils.
So you have different spots for different type of.
No, well, I myself I have to find the spots because what I know, the knowledge I have acquired,
Yes, yes.
I'm going to use it for myself. People want to just stay, you know, some people want to stay at one level.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, that's things you cannot enforce on nobody. You cannot enforce on nobody. So you ready?
Yeah, already.
Something can be quite come out of the water. And you want the food? Yeah. Food for you,
Let me help you carry.
You grab it. You grab it too. You grab it. You know,
Okay guys, so we're about to head in the water to plant sea moss. Let's do it. Okay.
yeah, like
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I was raised in the sea, you know. Didn't really mess up to yourself. Puis me touche à bois. Moi commence à caler avec ça. I understand also because my feet pass on a stick there and that stick standing straight up there, so you have to really be careful.
So we as farmers, you know, we walk through the tracks and we pick it up. Some goes to the view, most of it goes to the view. But here, they have abundance of seeds. So it's not so far.
Okay. Wow, so in between the farms are nice and clean, eh? Like,
it's according to the water, we call them formula.
okay.
According to where they're situated, now you see they're not clear.
Yes, yeah, I see. Okay.
And while we walk in there, we're getting big pieces of CMOS coming down. And that have already broken from the other farms.
Yeah.
We don't go in different farms and we don't take things from different farms. So I don't do that. When you see there, I don't find that things, you can get a lot of inside the hair.
Oh, you getting lobby here?
Yes.
Wow, okay.
In that you can get lobby, you're getting fishing. No mind, that's the places they like. And they say, yeah, and you can get, you see the sea eggs. A couple of sea eggs have.
Sea urchin, okay.
That's fishing. Not every farm you go in, you're going to get formula. And the formula, that's where the fish, that's where the fish in a bottle.
Yeah, that make me jump there. That make me jump there. I was wondering what I step on there. What are the eye?
Don't tell me that's a piece of CMOS I planted there. What day I planted that, eh? Oh, it's good. Let me put that piece there. So I can use it as plant, I can use it as the nursery. So when I come there.
So it's not supposed to be so low.
See what? So I put in mine, eh?
Okay.
Because I realized when you see that at the sea level, you have to salvage more.
Okay.
So when you see surges, and that's why I put my stick shorter too, because I realized when the sea surge passes over the stick.
Okay.
When you see the, I suspect when you see the surge, you hit the tall sticks,
yeah.
that's break the sticks. So I like it, I experimenting. That gave me that time. That's why we're putting out the rope.
Okay.
That's why I started planting. The tree rope, I planted that one yesterday. Yesterday I planted this one. These three that there, they were sitting in the water. You see CMOS going down. And that same CMOS I can take it and I can hang it, I can plant it. Let me show you what I plant in. That develops.
Okay.
See, that's what that develops. I'll try that bit temporary. I planted those. Now these are 3 weeks old. But what I did when I planted it, I didn't plant it big. See? That one is just a deal.
Okay.
I planted those very small.
3 weeks.
It's 3 weeks now. And you see, that's the cousin. In the front here. See it? So when I come, I clean my ropes, you know. Sometimes it's all on the rope like that, so you have to. But right now, these are fresh ropes. So you might not experience it on the rope.
Okay.
Let me show you what I'm doing.
You can see that part has a bit more.
That's the cousin because you can damage the water. So when the first shot leave, say when I clean my farm up there, you see? Take a photo of it. And you see when I clean my farm over there, everybody clean the farm, it goes down. So everybody get.
Yeah, because I guess that's how it happens.
That's how it happens.
So if that person up there clean it coming down on your farm, that person.
What you did? Now if you clean your farm, like you come every week or every twice a week, you know, you clean it. Stays clean. Now, I hope I did not take these ropes too short. If I take them too short, I have more problems. Because yesterday when I came out to pass a couple of ropes here, that one was too long. So I just used my discretion, I just tied 2 on that stick.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to be planting it. That one, that way. Around the stick, around the stick, do a knot. Part of that farm, I have to plant them in phases.
Okay.
Going all down.
You giving them at least 2 weeks apart or something?
What I do in per farm.
Yeah.
I put down 3 weeks apart because yesterday these 3 were 3 weeks.
Okay.
I'm going to put another 3 here, which is that I put yesterday. And
yes.
2, but that's what I'm going to do it after. Because when you have too much of the CMOS growing the same time,
yeah,
then it's a challenge.
Site of I.
No, that's what the loss is.
Okay.
So I have on board, the hustle, I'm going to clean the CMOS by the house. Because when people do things, I always tell them my standards, they have to maintain my standards. I'm very serious about it. If you come to work and you know you don't want to work or you're tired already, stay at your home. Put the lure in here first. Put them seal level. They go down, if it's too short, I have to move something there, which I doubt. I think I take the measurement. So you're taking the photos of it under the water, right? How we tie it on the sticks?
No, I cannot, yeah.
Right now, this is going to go down to the other end. The stick.
Okay.
You see me coming back here because when I tie that, as we I'll tie that one, then we're going to come back to
Okay.
the end of the stick.
So they have CMOS. They have CMOS farms at abandonment because I seen some ropes there.
But that's the farm. That's the one I'm starting to take charge of. I
Okay.
It's going all down there. Be careful how you walk in.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Like I believe that one too. What? That one extremely long now.
Wow.
How I end up with all that? I know what I'm gonna do.
You must put some good tension on the line there. See. Let me hold it for you.
That's why sometimes you have to have two people. When you're doing it all by yourself, it's more difficult. You'll have to cut on that rope, but I will not do it today. Directly on the stick, as you can see.
Yeah, but it's
Like-
too long.
Yeah, because Afram and I that was measuring that, and I suspect Afram was giving me wrong measurements. That ain't nothing. I'm dead right. Maybe the other one might be too long as well.
Yeah, the one I have there is too long as well. Yeah.
Even the one yesterday, I suspect it's too long. I'm not going to spoil my ropes, huh? I'm not cutting the rope.
You guys see a big piece of CMOS there?
In the sack. In the sack. In the sack, I have no sack. If you realize, the person that gave me that farm, that's how they were planted it. All long.
Okay.
Long rope. See that's how nice it. Look at
Wow.
your first bundle.
That is so nice, man.
Yeah. So what I did, I just put some on the extra
Wow.
outskirts. See it, huh? It's already growing. As the same rope, the person that gave me the farm, that person
Yes,
was
yes.
going long.
Wow.
I use that any piece of CMOS that for.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You need me to hold it for you?
It's okay.
Okay.
Lie down there in all the roughness, have anybody holding it. You have to fend on yourself, you know, brother. This is what it is, eh?
You hold
That's
it?
yes, yeah.
Okay.
So that's yesterday's series. Like I told you, that's 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, and I planted it very, very soon. It's tiny. I planted it very soon. So that's yesterday. And this 2 is today. So that's 3 Fridays.
So what the two of them doing right now there?
What?
That's something you want to avoid, right? Like them being close and maybe tangling up.
No, you know what? To me, it doesn't affect anything.
Okay.
That's why we have this thing 2 feet apart, so we have the space to walk through.
Yeah.
All maybe I might have to do is tighten on the rope.
Okay. With the one that below.
The one I just moved. So I'm going to take out that. I tight a while ago, so I just pull the split knot. In the border. It's good to go. And with the split knot, you can pull it and it stays on the rope. What I have to keep doing when I come is I can just see a passing and check on my farm. Yeah, it's got my little poil shot. You enjoy, you know?
Yeah.
Farming the order of the day. And the reason why it's going this close is because of the length. It's still loose.
Okay.
I'll look around it. When I come back in the water, you get that you come with it. I come with a knife.
but that's actually a nice trade, you know. I mean, come there, you plant your sea moss, you take your time, you do what you're doing,
and you go home.
and you go. Okay.
I'll show you what the track is. Show the track is there.
Yeah.
People have to pass.
Yeah, because
everybody have a track they go through. Yes, that farm I started, I just started it because it started over there in the end.
okay.
I have to make sure the guy put the sticks. Now, where you make it?
Big fish.
No, you don't come over themselves.
You seen them?
Barracuda here. The other time I had my farm while spending my deep. That's them in the poof when you're not there. What? Yeah. Why they get that kind of food?
Yeah, I can imagine big snappers probably coming there.
Yeah.
Big barracudas.
So the farm I have of them coming over here to the
Wow.
That's not track. While you walking back and you there's a signal that breaking from the top. That's what we call in the tracks.
Yeah.
See that? So you're going to get simple. When the signals break,
Mama.
you see surges. That's a little business.
No, I'm looking at like the stem of it.
I want to jelly. I don't want to too much jelly.
Mama.
Right when you plant that thing. It does this walking.
Yeah, I see it. I see it. Yeah, so here is only about the deepest part you might find here is like what?
Yeah?
About 5 feet, 4 feet tall.
Deepest? What's your height?
It's like 6 feet.
Well,
6
according
feet.
to that side.
Right. Okay, yeah, according to
It'll
that
be more
side.
than 5, eh? That time the tide so high. You can't even come here. You can't come here. The one you see it so, when you see that sea, have it raging, have it doing its thing. Like I always say, you don't control over it. So you see that's another farm, that's another farm, alright?
Yeah.
That person going through that farm, so they go all their farms. So you see the track?
Yeah, I see.
That separates
Yeah.
the farm.
Yeah, and it's nice that they have those tracks because you can clearly see the separation between farms.
That's how people know their farms.
Okay.
So when people ask you, how you know your farm? That's one of the reasons how we know.
Yeah, and it makes sense. It makes sense. But this really look nice. These blue floaters.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they look nice.
So what I was telling you, how some flowers that's plant. You see that the twine. You have the post, but they put in the twine here, and then it's
and they just tie it on
the
it.
twine. But down
Okay.
there, I cannot take that risk. I plant it down there. I'm planting stick to stick. You understand?
Yes.
I put my stick in the soil. I'm planting on the stick. But some people, that's how they plant. That's what I was telling you about.
You just can marry cut seam.
Where you can plant it.
Then you can put it here so cut
You
seam.
can work
Okay.
for me. You're going to take a big piece of cement after me.
Mama. Belmo so seam skill here, so. Yes.
I didn't take that in anybody's farm. It's in the track. That was planted before. That's Mr. Stephanie.
Ma, ça va presque pas oui.
That they harvest already.
Okay.
Plants I have there, they got them before.
Yeah, because I can see the thickness of that farm there. You could see like.
Fully planted.
Okay, yeah.
Now,
Full.
when I finish it, line to line, and you come back here again in another couple of weeks or months. Come back. Let me see about this speed. That's what that little farm I saw you started. Eh?
Wow. All of this is seamless, man. All of this going all down there. Say that again? Yes, it's water resistant, but not the way that it is right now. Yeah.
That's what we came out of. We went in, we came out through it. Because that's what I just passed with you.
Okay.
And we come out here now. Yes, and we're going back to the stuff.
Oh.
That's another trap, that's a trap. Normally that's my spot right time I see it. With the same split knot.
Okay. Yeah, that was nice. I like that. Come on.
Saint Lucia experience.
Yeah.
Come on! How you guys going back to the other smoke? That smoke chase you? Oh, you don't do that black like me?
My phone was ringing? Okay.
That wasn't phone ringing. Phone have to ring it. Yeah, when see phone ring, I don't leave phone. Come to. So that we hanging it up.
Okay.
Sometimes you best in your head, you take out all the pubic eh? And when the wind blow, you come back, you see him. If you want that to be a darker sea. Even when you bleach it or you hang it, it will be darker. So this is our first hang. So yourself hang in your
My first hang.
You put it in the other direction. Hold it so. You hook it here. And also you don't fall. Stop!
Alright, perfect. Nice, nice. That's the good stuff right there.
Koi! Outils, Lucia CMOS. The process, people believe in simple tell you, CMOS, c'est pas rien. Ça pas un travail. You think CMOS do have work?
That has a lot of work.
Okay.
A lot of meticulous work. Take your time, you have to be patient, tie it up,
Okay.
and all of that.
So it will bundle. Now when I come here, oh shit.
To wash it back?
Yeah, we know it is. When you check them like that, what I do,
Yeah.
I slide them in the way. See that?
Well, when it's small
As you
like
can
that.
plant in
Okay.
it. It's like, just like planting, but it will still go through the process of air drying. So that's a table, we call that a bleaching table. So that's basically the process of bleaching. So as you can see, there are different shades of CMOS, colors. If you can look at it very closely, that's the darker one. But right now, it's not that dark, but that's the dark one for that season, which we do the purples with.
Okay.
So we get the purples, we hang it, as you can see over there. We go down a bit after that.
Yes.
You see? Sometimes you get that color. So that one comes from the more surface of my farm. The surface. This one came out in the deepest part. So right now this is green, but because of the season, this green will be lime green. But when we're in the dark,
The rainy season?
which is the hurricane season, they are a lot lighter.
Okay.
But it's very important to let your clients know that it is seasonal. Because sometimes you give somebody a product, right? And I say, but the first time you speak, give me some dark green. And some some dark purples. But we have to educate them and let them know it will not always be that way. It's according to our season.
Yeah.
Rough around the edges.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
can you lift it up?
Yeah, sure.
You can't actually get yourself, you're just stuck in the top.
Yeah, exactly.
Cover it. It's been covered. So the bleaching process will take place. You will have to roll it.
Okay.
If you suffocating it, so the more heat on the sun will be done fast.
Okay.
I leave it because in my house. So the reason for the nylon is for the bleaching. And the bleaching is from the sun. When the sun hits the plastic,
Yes.
it gives it that color.
Wow. Now I used to have a CMOS myself, you know, back by then, I used to go in the reef and get some local sea moss. And
But it's the same thing from the reef I take and I plant.
okay, okay.
I had one, let me see if I get, there was some I got there this morning, they were really thick. Those I planted. Really thick. I've tested the thinner ones or the wiser sea moss.
Yes.
I realized that the darker sea moss gives me more gel. Even if I use the same amount when I'm doing my smoothies.
Yes.
Sometimes it's too thick.
Wow.
So that's why I realized I have to drip down the content of the sea moss gel I'm using.
Yes, yes.
When I'm doing my drinks, my smoothies at home. Purple. But I do purple, I do green, I do full spectrum, which is called multicolor.
Okay.
Air dried?
The air dried
Yes,
sea moss.
yes. It has 92 nutritional factors that your body needs: iodine, vitamins B, you know, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You could Google it and you'll find out it's true.
Yeah.
Sea moss is very it's good. The purple one, you can use it for the asthma, you can use it for impotence, diabetes.
Yes.
Yes. All this kind of process. And it's not a lie. It's really true because of all the factors. That's the bleaching process.
Oh wow.
So after I bleached it, I put this there on Monday.
Yeah.
The green I hanged, I already brought them home. So I have to keep, when you bleach, you have to keep flipping the sea moss, you see? So to make sure everything gets white. And you call that pubic hairs, the sea pubic hairs. Well shot. It caused a lot of damage to us as farmers. Makes our work a lot more tiring. So when it's bleached, when we bleach it, the pearl shot, or the, what do I say? See what happens? It gets white and it sticks in the sea moss. So we have to take our time, sit
and
wash,
remove it. Wow.
Remove it. So sea moss has work.
Yeah, that.
It stays in the sun and that little color will be set. Here you go. So you know we do capsules and these things, right?
You do what?
They do capsules from the sea moss.
Oh, do you?
Yes, they do.
Sea moss capsules. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I think yeah. Okay, yeah. Like a supplement.
Yes.
Yeah.
They grind it. They do the grind ones when they grind the sea moss stuff. So you can have it as your tea. So when you have a tea bag.
Yeah. Okay.
Every time it's misty, everything is misty. Whenever it's interviews, it's misty.
So that one is different compared to like the covering for that one.
That's different.
Right.
That's the net. You see the net?
Yes.
When you put the sea moss, when it's rinsed, so the net it drips
Yeah.
from under it.
Okay.
But there's another net down there that's black. But since I not yet wash it, I am going to leave that over it.
Okay.
So even if a little drizzle tonight, it will not be helping me too. That's different. That's bleaching. That's bleaching.
Yeah.
After bleach, that's process of bleaching. When it's bleached, that's bleaching. That's what bleaching is.
Yeah.
The rinse and the dry. Oh, you're smarter than I thought. You're conscious, you're aware. Paying attention. Some people suffer from pfeffer and some people pass this thing people see.
Yeah. I can see that being a big issue here.
Honestly,
Okay.
I'm saying, I don't know, people respect me.
Yes, Miss P.
Okay. It's Miss P in the house there with Colonel. Today, I guess we reached the final quarter and chapter of, our production. It's really nice doing business with him. He's a very nice guy, and I hope you all do support Miss P. Okay, the sea moss farmer, single parent, all rounder. Yeah, we get in touch.
Yes, okay, Miss P. Yes, guys, so this experience today was a very, very interesting experience. I really enjoyed it. I walked through the farms. I saw the entire process of how they tie the sea moss onto the ropes, how they separate the different farms, how long it takes. It takes 6 weeks for it to grow. So it's not a very easy job or easy trade, but it does pay. It's very satisfying, and you feel a sense of accomplishment when you put your sea moss out and you see your harvest grow well, and it performed the way that it's supposed to. You don't have any high storm surge or any bad weather that really messes up your sea moss and breaks your sea moss, and the you know, the water conditions stay good and clean so that you can harvest your sea moss and get good quality sea moss, you know. So it's a really good experience. I would recommend that anybody come out here, you know, link up Miss P, and if you need the contact information, I could leave it down below for you guys. But you can experience this with Miss P and see what it's really like growing sea moss here in Saint Lucia, which is one of the best sea moss in the world. Okay, and this area exactly, which is called Potwi, right? It's in Prale. You can even come and bathe here. Like, I didn't even know that this was somewhere you can come and bathe, because they have some nice pools there. Well, you guys saw that right earlier on. Nice pools where you can bathe and enjoy this place, you know. This experience for me was a very special one. I really enjoyed it, not gonna lie, guys. Doing these vlogs has taught me so much, has brought me so many places I probably never would have been had I not been doing these vlogs. So I'm enjoying this, you know, I'm really enjoying this. I go like, this is very satisfying, I must say. Yeah, man, I feel good knowing that I learned something different today, you know, and I am constantly growing and learning, which is what life is about, you know. We can't settle, we have to keep learning. So yeah, man, beautiful, man, beautiful. I go like, I enjoyed this one. I love it, man. I love it. I love this life that I'm getting to experience, man. It's very special. It's very, you know, satisfying, man. I feel good. I feel content with this life, learning new things every day with these vlogs and bring you guys along with me. Yeah, man, that's some real good experience for me, you know, and I hope I can translate that through the vlogs for you guys as well, you know. But yeah, guys, an entire community Prale depend on sea moss. And don't get me wrong, you know, the people, it's not only people from Prale who is benefiting from this farm, you know. This is a big farm, guys, a big sea moss farm all down there. You see all the sticks, you know, out of the water there, all the way up here. This is huge, man. Yeah, so really enjoyed this today, I'm not gonna lie, and hope you guys did as well. You check it. So hope you guys like, share, comment and subscribe, and I'm gonna see you all on the next vlog. All right, so take care, everybody. Peace out.